What's happening, y'all? This is the OG Bronknuts 719 West, and I want to tell you a funny story about what happened to me last night. So I've never been kicked out of anything in my life. Actually, that's not true. I got kicked out of Cowboys Bar and Grill downtown Colorado Springs when I was about 24, 25 years old on Halloween night for being a little unruly. But other than that, not only have I not been kicked out, I've never been arrested for a misdemeanor, never had on handcuffs. I haven't even had a speeding ticket in the last 10 years. So I got kicked out of the roller derby last night. Can you believe this? Now listen to what happens. So a friend of mine called me and said, "Hey, would you like to go to the roller derby on Saturday night at the Pikes Convention Center or City Auditorium?" I don't even know what it's called. It's a pretty irrelevant building, and they don't hold very many events there. Just basically an old building with a gym floor, seats of maybe 1,000 or 2,000 people, old wooden seats with duct tape all over them, a junkie place. And I said, yeah, you know what? Maybe that would be kind of fun, at least something different. I didn't even know we had a roller derby team. I guess we got a whole dang league around here. So I said, yeah, let's go check it out. So we pre-buy the tickets online, pick them up at the will call booth, and when you walk into this place, if you take about 10 or 15 steps, you're right on the court. So I had, of course, you know, the GoPro camera that you guys have seen, and the little Karma grip, and I thought, you know, I'm just gonna grab a couple still shots, maybe 2 30-second videos or 3 30-second videos throughout the match, just kind of compile a little thing and put it for my blog for you guys tonight on Steam It, and just show the rest of the world what roller derby is and let the people around Colorado Springs know that there's some other activities that maybe you hadn't thought of that you could go try. I mean, you guys know what my blog's about. And so I walked down the court and I'm starting to film. And the game hasn't even started. Referees just skating around, warming up. The teams are huddled up. And I just kind of want to record the scene of what was going on. Well, one of the players, one of the gals skated over. She was real nice to me. And she said, hey, we don't allow videotaping and photography down here on the floor. We actually pay these guys, and there was a photographer sitting right on the floor next to me with official, legit, nice lens camera. We pay these guys to do this for us. And I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense to me. I mean, I didn't realize that I couldn't do this, but it makes sense. You guys are paying these guys. She's like, yeah, you have to do it up in the stands. So I thought, okay, well, shoot, the friends I'm with, they just went to the bathroom. We're going to go sit down anyway. So we get down, sit down. The national anthem starts. Right after the national anthem, they're introducing the teams. And I just started holding the selfie stick and was going to just film the introductions. You know, just get a few little things I have on my blog to show you guys tonight. And here comes a security guard. It's about 65 years old. Now, this dude looks like Gomer Pyle. And he comes up and he says, sir, did you see the sign when you walked in that said there is no video recording in here? I said, no, I didn't see that. I said, look at all those people down there holding their phones, pointing at the girls right now skating. I said, you think all of them are just taking snapshots? And he said, well, we're going to go see all of them individually. Okay, well, I didn't realize this. Okay, well, I'm just going to record, I'm just going to take still shots. And he said, okay, you can do that. And he walked off. So I go put the selfie stick back in my seat. I grab the camera, take it out of the case, switch it over to camera mode, and and I'm just going like this. Snap, snap, snap as they're going. Took about 10 pictures. That's all it was going to take. Put them on my blog, have a little write-up, maybe give these girls some free press, give me some content. And here come 4 security guards now to come talk to me. Now, the first one who came, I mean, these guys are all nerds. They're not even real security guards. These guys are basically qualified to do security like a lemonade stand or maybe some type of like neighborhood bike race or garage sale, something like that, because I know all the security guards in Colorado Springs. I've met most of them because I've lived here my whole life, and I know how they all interact. I know most of them are friends with each other, and I've never seen these 4 clowns before. So the first guy who comes up to me is about 5'8", 160 pounds, soaking wet, spaghetti arms with a sunken-in concave chest that you could eat a bowl of goulash out of, and he wants to act like he's Mr. Tough Guy, and he says, you're out of here, you gotta leave, you're getting kicked out. And I said, what for? What are you talking about? He said, you're videotaping. I said, no, I'm not. I immediately turned my camera around. I said, I'm taking still shots. He said, no, you're not. It doesn't matter. You're out of here. I said, for what? He said, you're videotaping. I said, I'm not videotaping. I'm taking still shots. He said, well, you were videotaping earlier. I said, yes, you're right. I was videotaping earlier. And your security guard, your man standing right over here, Gomer Pyle, he came down here and told me that I couldn't videotape. And I said, okay. And I stopped videotaping. Because, I mean, it's not like I really want the footage that bad anyway. This is girls who have on roller skates that started at Skate City, now put on some t-shirts, joined a skating league team. I mean, why would you think you couldn't record this? You can record Broncos games or Rockies games or Nuggets games or the President of the United States speaking or a concert, anything that you want, but you can't film roller skating? I didn't even see that this was going to be a problem. He said, you're kicked out, you're leaving, and you're not getting any refund. Now get up out of your chair and let's go right now. And so all four of them there. So we got Gomer Pyle, and then we got Spaghetti Arm, Goulash guy. And then we got the third guy, big muscle guy standing up at the top of the stairs. Looks like he just found the weight room at the wellness center at the trailer park where he lives at. And he found some used needles that were in the trash that maybe had a little residual testosterone on them. A buffed up guy, like he was trying to scare me. I ain't scared as shit from you guys, just so you know. You want to take this up with me somewhere down the road, you'd be my guest. And so the four of them, I said, all right, whatever. You guys want to kick me out, kick me out. So I leave without incident. Those guys just kind of pushing me and my friends to the door. I'm with two girls. And we get to the front door, and they said, well, you're out. And I said, well, I want my money back. They said, we don't know your money back. I said, yes, you do. I paid my hard-earned money to come watch this. And there's 100 people in that building right now. 50 of them are either boyfriends, fathers, husbands, co-workers, friends, whoever. I mean, they're people that know some of the girls skating down on the floor. There's probably less than 50 people out of the total 100 that were there that are people like me that didn't know anybody. So essentially what they did is they kicked 6% of their customer base out in the first 3 minutes, their paying customer base. And you know what these dumb, no-brainer momos did? They actually gave me more money for the refund of the ticket than we paid for the dang-dangs in the first place. This is how bad of a business the Pikes Peak Derby Dames are running right now. So I asked him, I said, look, if videotaping is a kick you out offense, and there was misunderstanding here. If videotaping is a kick you out offense, shouldn't it be written on my ticket? No videotaping, no exceptions, no refunds. You'll be ejected from the game. Wasn't on my ticket. So then I brought their attention to this brochure that they handed us. And by the way, Roller Derby Dames, 1985 called, and they want their dot matrix printer back because you can barely even read this thing. But on page one, guess what it is? The audience code of conduct. Now let me read this to you, because you would think that if videotaping was something that they absolutely prohibited, that it would be in this fan code of conduct. But it wasn't. So I read it to him, and it said, you can be kicked out for intoxication or other signs of behavioral impairment, behavior that is unruly, disruptive, or illegal in nature, foul or abusive language, taunting, obscene gestures, or any other form of harassment towards a skater, referee, support staff, or event patron. Interference with the progression of the bout or following instructions of event personnel. That's what you would be kicked out of. So the only thing that you can see on here is that it doesn't say anything as you can't videotape, which there's several things on here that are in bold. You would think that would be one of the things that were in bold. But you can barely read it anyway. And they're, oh, Bronc nuts, but we don't have enough money to buy nice brochures. We're just getting our thing started and trying to pay the referees and the event hall and these security guards that are lame. Exactly. That's why you shouldn't be kicking your paying customers out. You should be encouraging your customers to share what you're doing on social media. Haven't you ever heard the saying, any press is good press? Any press, even if it's bad? I didn't even know we had a roller derby team. There's 500,000 people that live in this city, and you could only convince 100 of them to show up, and you probably knew 50 of them. That's how bad of marketing, brochure design, and organization. And look, whoever's doing this and putting this together for you, running this deal for you, your event coordinator, incompetent. And I cannot say it any plainer than that. I respect people's laws. I respect people's rules. I respect somebody's rules when I'm at your house, I'm at your event. It made no sense to me that I wouldn't be able to record, because why wouldn't you? But when you told me that I couldn't and I didn't, I said, look, I'm willing to hand you my camera, sir, and why don't you just look at the last 10 things that were recorded on here for media, and you'll see that they're all still shots. Then you can give me an apology, go back to policing this event, and let me sit down and pay watch what I paid good money for. He said, nah, it doesn't matter, you're kicked out. Not even my decision. It's the event coordinator's decision, who didn't even have the balls or the guts to come talk to me. That's chicken shit. Pikes Peak Derby Dames, and that's why I'm never coming back. And not only am I not coming back, None of my friends are coming back. I've lived here a long time and we're always looking for stuff to do as groups. I'm also going to convince anybody that I hear might be coming to come watch you guys not to come, because this isn't the way you treat customers. It just flat out isn't. I mean, get over yourselves. You're roller skaters. Why can't somebody record you for 10 seconds and put it on their site of maybe their blog or their social media page to give you some free promotion? What the hell is wrong with you? You guys are going around hanging flyers around town, hustling up business for people to buy tickets, but then you don't want nobody to know what's going on so that the next time you do it, more people could gain some interest? It's stupid. Absolutely stupid. And your security guards are an absolute joke. They actually detriment your business by the way they treat your customers. And I feel sorry for the girls down there on the floor, because I know most of them are hardworking ladies. Soccer moms, got real jobs. They're doing this as a hobby, maybe to make a little bit of extra money. But from what I seen, there was no money in there being made last night for all the expenses that had. I mean, they couldn't even have paid the light bill with all the people who showed up last night and really bought tickets. I mean, really, it was disgraceful. It was a joke. It was a joke. An absolute clown show. And I feel sorry for the girls because they're out there giving their 100% effort to try to provide some entertainment. And that's why I went and showed up to watch. But when you have security guards who were the last person picked in high school kickball, been picked on their whole life, they flunked in flunkies from the police academy, dropouts from real security agencies, and you guys hire these dudes and give them t-shirts and they want to walk around and act like we need to do something tonight, right now, to set a precedent. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous, and it's exactly why I'll never ever give you guys another dollar of my hard-earned money, because I can choose to go spend it wherever I want. This is the OG BronkNet, 719 West, Pikes Peak, Roller Derby Games, whatever your ghetto name is. You guys suck. Your security guards suck. Your business model sucks, and you're on your way out of business, and you heard it here first. See you tomorrow, suckers.